Hi, it's Monday, 1st of December, and welcome to my Mounjaro Diaries. 1st of December. Oh, just remembered I have this. Treated myself to a fancy advent calendar. Rather than chocolates, it's a new coffee every day. Just realised this is looking like an ad. It's not. I genuinely forgot I had this. I've already had my coffee of the day, so I'll need to try that after I finish editing this. I'll maybe do daily videos of what the coffee's like. Anyway, welcome to Mounjaro Diaries. Just a wee short one today. I don't have much to say, so it's more of an update, what's been going on, what's going on in the next few days, and what videos are coming up. Firstly, weight. Like to talk about that. It's been static. It's relatively stable. It's gone up and down a bit, but that's to be expected, and I'm not worried about it. I'm doing a lot of, I'm building a lot of muscle, and if my weight stays the same, it kind of means I'm losing a bit of fat, which is what I'm trying to do. I've still not got around to starting my additional strength training. Don't know why. Lazy git. I've been distracted. I'll talk about the distractions in a minute. I have been really upping my climbing game. I'm going in at least 3 times a week, and when I do, I'm climbing a much harder. And in fact, I've introduced the odd 4th climbing session. So, but I will get around to it. I think I said in my last video, as long as I'm up and running by the end of the year with P90X or something equivalent, then I'll be okay with it. I have had a notion, I think I mentioned it before, to try running again. I think my plan is I'm going to join a local gym just to get access to the treadmill. I'm not running outside, it's far too cold. Just to get access to the treadmill for a few weeks and maybe dip my toe in the water, see how that goes, see if my knees keep talking to me when I do it, and if they do, I'd love to get back into running. Regarding distractions, there's been a couple of things. I finally crumbled and decided to do something about this mess. My editing suite is also my work PC, and it's in my main room. So I finally decided, after a lot of research, to take the plunge and get a standing desk, obviously an adjustable one, and everything arrived. The desk arrived yesterday, and everything else I need arrives today. So what I'm going to be doing later today, once I edit this video, is I'm going to be building that desk. Let me know. I thought I would maybe do a time lapse or some video about the desk and building up, maybe even something on my editing suite and how I edit videos. Let me know if that's of something. Let me know in the comments if that's something you'd be interested in seeing. And the other distraction is, when I was looking at videos, I came across this guy and his obsession with organisation, and pretty much everything he uses for organisation he creates using 3D printing. Now, I've dabbled in 3D printing in the past. I'm actually quite an experienced 3D modeller. Here's some of the work I've done. Most of it for other companies, most of it for other miniatures to print and produce. So I've done a lot of it, and I dabbled with it. I just never got into it, but it was because I didn't really have a reason. But now I'm kind of obsessed with the idea of organisation and printing things that are actually practical. So I took the plunge, and I've actually ordered this 3D printer, and it should arrive tomorrow. What I've decided I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new channel, probably called That Print Guy, maybe That Printer Guy. That print guy, probably. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to plot on that channel my progress in getting back into 3D printing and my journey, the learning process. So I'm going to create that channel. I'll put a link to the channel in the description. If you're even remotely interested in either watching those videos or just supporting me, then do me a favour, pop over and subscribe to that channel. On that point, something I've just remembered, someone just reminded me, I started a channel for playing a video game, for playing Cyberpunk in 2077, and I still haven't done that. I don't know what's been holding me back, but I'm going to try either this weekend or next weekend to do my first stream of that, and if you popped over and subscribed to that, then look out for that coming. Thanks. So those things have been distracting me. So now I'm talking about comments I've been getting on my videos. YouTube is driving me nuts. The number of times I come across a video that YouTube hasn't told me someone had made. Normally I reply that I haven't replied. I found one yesterday that was 3 weeks ago that I wanted to reply to. So my commitment is still there to reply to everyone's comments. I'm just finding it frustrating. But also, I'm getting a lot of comments still about from people that are watching older videos or the syringe videos, for example, on if I want this dose from this pen, what I do. What I've decided to do is I'm not going to answer those comments anymore. I'm just going to put a stock reply together which will point people to the calculator or the calculator video. So if you're one of those people, I apologise. It's just something that happens too long, and I'm fed up typing the same reply. So I'll just put a link to my calculator and ask them to ask any questions if they have them. Another comment I had just last week was about someone who's using the syringe. I think they use the Amazon ones that I've got in my affiliate links, and I'd finding them really painful and really hard to push. So I wanted to look into the way I inject, because they mentioned in their comment that I wouldn't feel the pain the way I could because of the way I stab myself. So I was curious to actually do that. So this morning I just filmed myself taking my normal injection, and this is me doing that. I don't feel like I'm stabbing myself. I'm just putting it in quickly, and that's the way I've always done it. It's kind of the way I've always seen injections getting done. So, and I rarely, if ever, feel anything. So then I thought, let's try it with the Amazon. So I dug out, I don't use the 12mm syringes anymore now that since I've lost a lot of weight. I use the 8mm ones, but I dug out the old 12mm ones because they're the old ones. And this is how I inject that. And just doing it the same way, I don't feel it at all. So then I thought, well, maybe the difference is because this person talked about doing it carefully or slowly. So I decided to do it carefully or slowly, and this is me doing that. And I think you can just about notice a tiny bit of pressure before the needle goes in. And I'd be lying if I said I couldn't feel it, but at the worst, a tiny little sting. So I don't know if I'm just immune to maybe the whole stomach is just numb because I've injected myself so many times over the last year. I don't know. I don't know what to say. There's one thing that I do know that some people find is when they inject, not when they actually stick the needle in, but when they inject the fluid. If the liquid's cold, some people find that painful, which is one of the reasons I think they recommend letting it warm up. I don't find it painful. I don't want to let it warm up, so I don't bother with doing that. So I'm sorry if you feel pain when you inject. I don't know what to tell you. I don't, but my point is, it's not the needles, it's not the syringes, because I didn't notice any difference. And those 12mm ones are the thicker ones. So videos coming up. I've been getting a lot of comments on people asking for my advice about having stalled, and I always find myself telling them the same thing. Preface with the fact that I'm not an expert. So what I've decided to do is probably next week I'm going to do a video on what happens if you stall. My advice will be what I've always given it, but it'll allow me to do a wee bit more research between now and next week, so watch out for that coming. Also, I saw a recent video by Joe's Sleep and Slim Down Journey. I think that's what it's called. I'll put the handle up here. And she's been using continuous ketone monitors. And I have tried continuous glucose monitors in the past. And to be honest, I didn't even make a video about them because I found them, they didn't really give me much information. It didn't really help at all. But ketones I'd be interested in. I didn't think there were some. So I've got these from CBO. I reached out to them and they've sent me a couple to use, to try out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a few weeks because I want to do it for the 4 weeks that includes Christmas. And I'm going to try some normal eating, some keto eating, so probably an extended fast. Look at what happens over Christmas and New Year and look at how quickly it can recover from it. And I'm going to do at least one video, maybe a few short videos on that. I'm planning to to also at the same time use a glucose monitor, continuous glucose monitor. The one I've been using was Lingo, and what I'll be able to do is compare the output, compare the information they give you, which I think will be probably quite useful, because when you look at extended fasting and when you're looking for autophagy, there's a measure which I think is called I can't remember what it's called. I'll put it up here. That is probably seen as the best indicator of how much autophagy you're doing, but you need glucose and ketone measures. So it'll allow me to track that when I do my fasting. So I'm going to start probably from in a week's time, maybe 10 days time. I'm going to put both of those on. I'll maybe put them on in a video. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in any questions you have, and go and have a look at Jo's videos. She's been using them for a while now, I think. So remember to watch out for those videos. And if you're not a subscriber, remember, consider subscribing, and then you won't miss when I put those videos out. So that's me. I'm going to quickly get this video edited. I'm going to quickly get this video edited and try and get it posted for early afternoon. Good luck, I hope. And then I'm going to get stuck into putting up my standing desk. And looking forward to my printer arriving tomorrow. Wish me luck. And remember to let me know in the comments if you're interested in the desk video, and also pop into the description and subscribe to my 3D printing channel if you're interested in that. So anyway, as usual, I've been Gordon, Fat Old Climber. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.